7 most beautiful tourist sites in the world in 2018. Do you want 2018 to be a year of excursion or to give it the opportunity to adventure and explore the outside world? Traveling is always essential in human life. However, deciding where to go will more or less affect your personal experience. Want to spend the year 2018 on adventure trips or simply the weekend trip? To answer this question, TS Lives would like to introduce you to the 7 most beautiful tourist place in 2018 below, and promises to bring you great experiences both in culture and cuisine. The 7 most beautiful tourist sites in the world in 2018. If you have planned a trip to Europe in 2018, you certainly cannot ignore the city of Amsterdam, one of the most beautiful cities of the Netherlands. Coming to Amsterdam, you will admire the look of a typical European classic city. Stretching paved roads, adjacent townhouses on both sides of the canal, sparkling lights, splendor, and classic architecture, will all bring you a whole new experience. Coming to the city of the canal, this will be a major shortcoming if you do not try a boat trip around the city. The majesty and peace is impregnated in each scene. You will also be surprised by the humor of the people here. 2 Azores Islands, Portugal. The Azores are an archipelago located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Geographic location is relatively rare. This place is not crowded tourist as many other tourist attractions. It's the same, if you're looking for a new land to explore. The Azores should be the top of mind name. In terms of structure, the archipelago in the middle of the Atlantic has many similarities with Hawaii. The Azores Islands consist of 9 volcanic islands. This makes the Azores vegetation all year round. Volcanic craters have been a constant source of inspiration for photographers to explore this area. However, the climate and vegetation here are much more favorable to nature than other islands. The year-round cool surrounding stone walls helps the Azores Islands become the wine industry's paradise when it comes to the quality of its vineyards. The natural, majestic, ideal climate, and wine culture are the things you cannot miss this tourist destination in 2018. 3. The capital Ljubljana, Slovenia. Eastern Europe of Slovenia is more or less influenced by elegant but liberal from close friends of Italy. And the capital of Ljubljana is not beyond this cultural interference. The architecture in the capital Ljubljana brings harmony between the medieval architecture and the modern tower block. The capital of Ljubljana is a perfect tourist destination if you want to explore the skies of the Alps, lush glacial lakes or colorful coasts. Not to mention Ljubljana is the small city of Venice. If you love the fun and humor of the natives, come to Venice, but if you are looking for a quiet enough place to fully experience the beauty, Ljubljana for you. For Victoria Waterfall, Zimbabwean Republic. Victoria Falls is considered one of the greatest wonders of nature, with majestic waterfalls on the cliffs as high as 108 meters. Watch the Victoria Falls from above. you can experience the vast and magnificent nature. Associated with Victoria Falls is the Victoria Falls National Park. If you are the owner of the crazy and risky, you definitely cannot miss the bungee jump game from the 112-year-old waterfall. Meanwhile, if you want to find peace and comfort, visit the park's Wild Zoo. The capital Valletta, Malta. In 2018, the capital of Valletta officially became the capital of European culture. This means that Valletta is honored to receive the attention and investment of the European Union Fund. The paved roads, the classic buildings here are the ancient architecture protected by UNESCO. Come to Valletta, you will have the opportunity to experience the heroic scene that appeared in the first season of the famous movie, Kingship. Not only is one of the world's most beautiful tourist destinations in 2018, the capital of Valletta is considered one of the most friendly destinations on the planet, especially with the third sex community. Malta is the world's sexiest country with 88%, while Norway, with 78% ranking second in the world. Straight rows of houses, colorful windows, quiet streets in its own way make it impossible for you to visit the beautiful capital once. 6. Lofoten Peninsula, Norway. Lofoten Peninsula, Norway is considered one of the most famous sights of Iceland. Rocks around the town and the people here. The scenery is magnificent but peaceful. On the map, Norway's Lofoten Peninsula is like the tail of a sea monster crawling on the shore. However, seen from above, the Lofoten is a small island chain interconnected by classic stone paths or characteristic wooden bridges. Each small town of the Lofoten Peninsula is a very distinct feature, not united. What makes this beautiful peninsula of Norway a perfect part of the Nordic region is the aurora. Continuous bands of light gliding across the Lofoten sky make this night a magnificent and beautiful night. 7. Cappadocia Valley, Turkey. Cappadocia is one of the most famous wonders in Turkey. At the same time, this place has also been recognized by UNESCO as World Natural Heritage since 1985. Right from the 1980s, Cappadocia Valley was a world-famous tourist destination. Cappadocia is formed from sedimentary rock and volcanic rocks of eruptions that occurred about 3 million years ago. Over a long period of time, with the effects of nature, the eroded rock layers and formed strange, interesting shapes. In addition, local people in Cappadocia are also involved in the process of carving, which contributes to the population of caves, churches, and monasteries. Every day, hundreds of balloons fly over the turquoise sky, creating a unique, colorful setting. It is not natural to say that it would be a big mistake to come to Turkey without looking at Cappadocia from above. The scene is like opening a beautiful fairy world without any photos can convey all that beauty. Of the hundreds of exciting places to visit, the 7 interesting destinations on offer promise to bring you 2018 not only a simple trip, but also the experience and discovery of things. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook.